I can remember going to, well, it was probably at primary school where I first got bullied, but it wasn't that bad. I can hardly remember primary school, but high school is where I can remember it probably the most clearly, because I went to a school I pretty much knew hardly anyone except my sisters in grades above me, and I can remember just getting called names and just getting picked on every day, just constantly from the same usually group of people. Every time you walk past and they might say something, it just kind of digs away at you every time. Yeah, I can remember days that I was didn't want to go to school because I was kind of sick of getting called names or getting pushed around, and I just didn't. I can remember telling Mum that I was over it and didn't want to go to school. I remember her having me in the bedroom days that I was crying and just had enough, completely had enough. Especially things just tip you over the edge when you're younger. Like you get one thing from a teacher where you feel like they're kind of segregating you from the group, the class, and they make you look silly in front of them, and then you go out in lunchtime and you get someone say something to you, it just accumulates and you just kind of can feel very frustrated. I found it very hard because I didn't want to be called the dobber then, because then if they knew and then the parents went to the school and said something about it, then you're called the dobber, and then they're not calling you other names, they're calling you, and they just constantly itch at you all the time. The one way I probably got over is I got a good strong group of friends, and just, I don't know, had interest. I think I had a lot of interest in video games back then, so I kind of didn't worry about going near those kids. I tried to kind of stay away from them as much as I could. Yeah, I would kind of play cards. I just kind of have my own little group where we could kind of find a little quiet spot at school and we could just play cards or go play video games or something. I don't know. At grade 11, grade 12, I had a great time at school, and I had a few friends that I still hang out with today. In the Pacquiao fight in that round 9, people saw that as like a change for me and really showed who I was, and I pretty much used what happened when I was younger, where I got into a massive bullying incident where I had a group confront me outside of school and tried to make a fool of us, which they did. And after that, I was pretty much like, no, I'm not going to let this kind of happen again. And I can remember getting boxing gloves then with my mates, and we used to practice just one-handed kind of how to fight, and that kind of really gave me a little bit of confidence doing that with them. And then going to the boxing gym even increased it even more, because then I had two hands and I could fight with the starters, and really learnt some really good strategies. I guess the only advice I give to the kids out there that are getting bullied is just to stay strong, keep fighting. Not fighting physically, but just mentally keep fighting it, and just talk to someone if they're feeling like they need something, or just consoling a good friend of theirs, with their parents, with someone around them that will listen. Sometimes just getting it off your chest is the best way to kind of get over it.